Hello everyone, my name is Aiqing Wang. I'm from Lancaster University Confucius Institute and Department of Languages and Cultures. Today I'm going to share with you some very basic facts about Chinese language. Okay, so do you know how to greet people in Chinese? It's 你好, 你好. Yeah, 你 means you and 好 means good or well. So 你好 basically means you're well, you're good. That's how we greet people in Chinese. As you can see here, there's a phonetic system. We call that pinyin in Chinese. Pinyin is to indicate the sound system of Chinese characters. And the actual written system is called Hanzi. That means Chinese characters. So the Chinese writing system consists of pinyin, the sound system, and the actual written system, which is Chinese characters. Okay, so to say hello is 你好 in Chinese. Okay, so let's have a look at the pinyin system. So the phonetic system called pinyin consists of three parts. The first part is the initial, the so-called consonant in English, 声母 in Chinese. And then the vowels. The vowels are called finals or 韵母 in Chinese, and also something different, something special called 音调, so the tones. There are 4 or 5 tones in the sound system. So if you have a look at, that's the combination of the initials, consonants, vowels, and finals, and the tones. So 好 consists of these different parts. Okay, so as I said, there are 4 or 5 tones in Chinese system. The first one is a horizontal tone. For example, right? That's the horizontal tone. The second one is a rising tone, right? The third one is falling tone and rising tone, and the last one is a falling tone, right? So that's the 4 basic tones in Chinese. Apart from these 4 very basic tones, there's a 5th one called the neutral tone, or the so-called toneless, because the neutral tone actually doesn't have any tone mark on the syllable. So the tones are crucial to the Chinese sound system because each tone indicates something different. For example, for the syllable ma, there could be 5 different tones. The first tone, the horizontal one, this one, ma, it's a high level one. The meaning is mother. The second tone is a rising tone, ma, right? So you can see here, it indicates a different character from the one with the first tone. The third tone is ma, so falling and rising tone, ma. Again, ma indicates something different from the first and second tone, ma, it means horse. And the last one, ma, right? Ma is falling tone, ma. So ma, and ma. Right? The 5th one is a neutral tone, so it's basically light and neutral, ma. Okay. So let's have a look at the writing system. So as I said, the writing system consists of Chinese characters. We call that Hanzi. Hanzi, for example, this one means you, 你. In Chinese, it's a great number of characters, more than 10,000 characters, but the most common ones only consist of 5,000 to 8,000 characters. And if you know about 3,500 characters, you can basically read books and newspapers, because that covers more than 99% of the characters you use in daily life. So let's have a look at what are Chinese characters and where do Chinese characters come from, and how do we learn Chinese characters. Okay, so the very original form of Chinese characters, it was in the form of oracle bone inscription. So they could date back to 13th century BC, and those images of pictures or symbols were carved on oracle bones, like a turtle shell or something similar. And Chinese characters consist of different types, for example, pictographic, indicative, associative, or pictophonetic characters. So to give you an example, if you look at this character, 女, it means woman or female. And that was the original image on the oracle bone. And that was from the picture of a woman here. So some Chinese characters can be traced back to 13th century BC. So you can tell what the Chinese character looked like just simply by the image of it and guess the meaning. For example, let's have a look at this slide. This is the symbol of I, and that's how it looks like in modern days. And the English translation is I, right? And that one looks like a mountain. And this is shan in Chinese, which means mountain. And some other things like door, men, fire, this is a 火, and tree, 木. Okay. Right, and some other, a similar type is called indicative characters. So we use symbols, images to indicate the meaning of Chinese characters. For example, one stroke, that's number 1, yi. Two strokes, that's number 2, 二. And 3 strokes, that's number 3, 三. Okay, so that's pretty much everything I need to introduce today. So to revise what we have learned at the very beginning, to greet people, hello is 你好, which literally means you're good, you're well. 你好, 你好. And another one is thank you, 谢谢, right? 谢谢, 谢谢. Okay, now it's time for me to say 谢谢 and goodbye. I hope you enjoy this video and enjoy learning Chinese language. 谢谢, goodbye.